Hey there, Caesar. How's it going?
Hey, I heard somebody got a fresh cut.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. I don't know why I waited so long, but it feels so much better to walk around without foreskin.
Foreskin?
Yeah.
Did you get your cut from Rabbi Goldstein?
Oh, how'd you know? He was so good at it.
I went last week to get mine from him.
Oh shit, that's crazy. But wait, did he smell yours afterwards?
Yeah, he smelled it and he kind of rubbed it in between his fingers. Yeah, it was kind of weird. He smelled it and he was like rubbing it between his fingers and saying, "This is a good little skin." And then he just looked at me and told me to get out of his. Yeah, it was kind of weird. He smelled it and he was rubbing it in between his fingers like, "This is a good little foreskin, isn't it?" And then he just told me to pay the lady up front and have a nice day.
Yeah, do you think that's normal when it comes to foreskin procedures?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, anyway, see you later.
Yeah, have a good one.
I got that GERD, that intestinal regurgitative diverticulitis.
I thought you were going to say disease. Is that the actual thing for it?
The D is probably disease. That's just the one word I couldn't think of that started with D that would fit within the acronym. But I'm just too stupid to think of one. So it was a very applicable one. It probably is disease.
You know what else? You know what does fit?
What's that?
D's nuts. Oh, got him. You fell right for it. D, fit, bam. I got him good, didn't I, guys? I like to think I'm something of a lyricist myself. Now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to let it get to me.
Get what to you?
Not
that I'm a lyricist?
Not going to let it get to me. They got me with the D's nuts. Not many people can pull off the D's nuts this time of day, in this day and age. But man,
well, I like to be different. I like to try to break the norm.
It's fine. Norm MacDonald, he's already dead. He's been broken. You're late, just like your car payments.
You mean my credit card payments? My car, I bought it.
Oh yeah,
in full. And guess what? The AC doesn't work. So fuck you.
That's why you should never buy it in pesos. So you got to buy it in good old fashioned hardcore Vietnamese dong. That's how you get the real money's worth. That's where the real currency is at. Vietnamese dong.
Well, here's the thing. When you're in Tijuana and you see a good deal, you jump on it. Think of it this way, because I bought the car and it's registered in Tijuana. So now when I cross over to the States, I can take the license plates off and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's very true. You do want to get it off, like you want to get off that donkey in that not a Mandingo show. What's it called? Where the donkey fucks the lady in Mexico?
What the fuck?
That's shit they used to have. They used to have
donkey.
They used to have shows where perverts would go and watch a donkey fuck a woman, or a very well endowed man. They'd watch him fuck a woman.
How much?
I'm not too sure. This was in probably like 70s and 80s dollars, but you probably have to pay in American, because I don't know the peso conversion for the fucking 70s. That'd probably be like a fucking billion pesos. I don't know, but it costs at least maybe $200 American, maybe even 100, depending on the value of the peso at the time, to go see one of these donkey fucking shows.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's like Mr. Hands.
Yeah, it is, but the complete inverse.
Right, it was a donkey instead of a horse.
Yeah, and maybe not complete inverse, because Mr. Hands may have been fucking a male horse.
Yeah.
Or being fucked by... No, he was one being fucked, so it was definitely a male horse. And yeah. So it wasn't complete inverse. It was kind of the opposite.
Yeah, not inverse, but it was like reverse cowgirl.
Yeah, not flipped in reverse, just kind of the opposite.
Flip it, switch it, and reverse it.
Exactly, and that's how you get in the proper position to have sex with a horse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 99.
Wow.
99 of the Vibin Podcast. It's so special that I got a haircut just for this.
Just for this occasion?
Just for this occasion. Now I look like this.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
No, it's fine. Give it a few days and you'll grow into it.
Fine. It'll come in a shock and it'll do whatever it's gonna do, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, you could also style it too. Something different is never too bad.
Yeah, I could also just shave it all off. I thought about that before, just as kind of as a joke, but like 10% seriously. Just what if I just start from scratch?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, let me show you. If you want to fix it, because what does look really good is that curve on the left side. So what you got? No, trust me. This is what you do. All right, this is what you're gonna do. This is what you're gonna do. All right. So you see my hair. All right. You're gonna get on the right side of your head. You're gonna get the brush. And you're gonna separate it and make a line somewhere between the top of the head. You see here, like how I have mine defined, right there and there,
crown line, yeah.
Right. And so then whatever part is here that you don't like, you could also brush more from this part down, as long as you have a line. So you can get as much that you want to cut off, and then get the machine, put it on like a high 1.5. And then just go down and shave that side off.
Just hope I don't have shaky hands and then go and then
no.
Fuck it all up.
No. You could go to another barber, but that's more money.
Okay, I'd be like, hey, someone fucked me up, fix it. And be like, oh, that's no $75, sir. Then I'd have to stab him.
Just ask your grandma for some of her hairspray. That way you could style it.
Exactly.
And then you get a brush.
Entire can. Just make it all straight up, like one of those little troll dolls. I was gonna say toys and dolls at the same time, but it got conjoined into duals.
Yep.
Speaking of toys, see, we've been playing with a lot of toys, otherwise known as video games, for the past week or so.
Oh, well, I actually got a new toy myself.
Oh, you did? What was it?
Yeah, it was a 7-inch dragon dildo.
Ooh, nice. Have you been putting that to good use?
No, it's a piggy bank.
Oh, okay,
it could be a dildo, but I want to. It's a piggy bank dildo.
Yeah,
because I wanted something to put my pennies in. Because I love pennies.
Do you put them in through the tip or in through the base?
Yeah, you put it in through the tip, like the urethra, like it opens up every time you put a quarter
like you
in.
do with your urethra. Put things in through the tip.
Yeah. And then to empty it out whenever it gets full, there's a little pad thing on the bottom of the ball sack where it is, and then you just open that up, and the coins just fall right out.
Nice. That sounds pretty nice. What type of dragon is it? Is it like an elemental dragon, or
it's like
what sort of dragon is this?
Well, it's kind of a lie. It is a dragon, but it's more of a wyvern dildo.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's not as girthy, but it's nice and long.
Yeah, still got those scales on it. Still pointy in just the right spots. That's what you want in a dragon dildo.
Right.
Yeah. What color is it? Might I ask? If I may be so bold as to ask the color of this dragon dildo.
It's a nice cayenne royal blue.
Ooh. Well, those are kind of... very opposite on the blue spectrum. Royal blue is a pretty dark
one. It's both. It's both.
Well, cayenne, mind you, is the pepper. Cyan is the lighter color blue, unless it is a red cayenne color.
Yes.
So it's a darkish cayenne red and a navy blue, a royal blue.
Yeah, the balls are blue and everything else is red.
Wow, the opposite of what you'd usually expect. That's interesting how it's like that sometimes.
Hey, well, it's a wyvern. How do you know?
Yeah, we don't know.
Have you ever seen a wyvern penis?
I haven't.
How do you know?
I have seen wyvern balls, and usually they're not quite that red, but I guess sometimes they can be, aside from being blue.
Well, sometimes if you're just really backed up and it hurts, it's not blue balls, it's extreme, it's red ball.
Yeah, you got that busted capillary in there. It's filling up the scrotal sac surrounding the testicles.
Yeah, it's like when they breathe fire. They have to do it at least once a day to get it out.
Yeah, similar to their penises. They got to breathe fire through them at least once a day to get it out. And if not, that's how you get the redness in there, the busted capillaries and whatnot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 99.
We're just going to intermittently keep introducing it as episode 99. Oh, what a great one. But like I said, I've been playing a lot of video games. At least I have for the past week or so. One of the ones I've been playing a lot of, one of the series I've been playing a lot of even, is Megaman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have the Megaman Volume 1 Legacy Collection, which is the first game through the sixth game. And I bought it many years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
For how much?
It was probably $10 or some shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, nothing too crazy. Because I thought, Mega Man's a cool classic, game. I want to try it, see how it is. And it was hard as shit. And I almost immediately was like, yeah, fuck this. And I deleted it from my home bar. And I was like, I'm probably never going to play this again. But
now here you are, 5 years, 6
years
later.
Here I am. All the first 5 games beaten, 6th game halfway done. It's been a fun time.
We streamed it.
We did. We earlier today we streamed Mega Man 6, the first half of it. And we'll definitely have to finish streaming it again sometime. Maybe next something Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Because we would definitely finish it in the next stream. Because we are about
1,000%.
60%. Because CJ, I'll spoil something for you.
Will?
All the bosses I fought, those 8 robot masters, you gotta fight them all again in a gauntlet style scenario.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all just in there. It's like, here's 8 teleporters. Fight them one after the other. So hopefully you know how to fight them, and also you know their weaknesses, and you can do that and exploit them, and it's easy.
Oh my god, that's a pain in the ass.
That's it. Once we get to that final X on that stage, it'll either be that it'll probably happen there, or a bit later, because who knows what may happen.
Yeah, you never know what'll happen. It's Mega Man.
It's Mega Man. You never know. But yeah, it's very very fun game.
Willie's gonna get his revenge.
Wiley.
Wiley.
Dr. Wiley. No, he's the evil guy who surprisingly looks a lot like Dr. X. They have the very, very similar mustache and bald-headed features.
Maybe that's just how old men look like in that universe.
Maybe. I mean, Dr. Light he's got a big bushy beard. He looks more Santa-esque, but maybe he's the odd man now. Maybe he's still a bit young. He's got some life left in his Dr. Bones.
I'd hope so. Who doesn't want life in their bones?
Yeah, especially if you're creating a strapping young robot like Megaman. You got to have some life to impart into that robot to give it some sort of semblance of a life to be lived.
Now, how old is Megaman? He's not an actual man, right?
I don't think so, because he started off as Rock, and he was just like a servant. Yeah, I think he was a servant robot, because there's Roll, and she's also a servant robot. So I'm pretty sure Rock was also a servant robot, and he was just converted into Mega Man. His base form was like model was taken, like switched out for some more like better parts. His hand was changed with a gun, or like gun was put on it. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old he really is. Probably a few years old.
Yeah, there's probably some lore behind it for sure.
Well, there 100% is, but I just don't know. It's not explained very well in the first games. It probably is in manuals if you had the manual with the original game, but I don't know.
Yeah, but who has time to read the manual? Do you read the manual when you set up a table, a couch, or a new fridge? You don't read the manual.
No, I just kind of just to free ball it and see what happens. Let it lie as it may.
Yeah, because we're men, and we don't need instructions to tell us how to put stuff together.
No, I know how to do things. By being a man, I am inherently better than 50% of the population at doing literally everything. So, instructions are for women. That's right. I said it.
And you're a white male, too, so that puts you on the higher edge of the echelon.
That makes me better than everyone. Thank you. I deserve that. People stop me on the street and ask me, oh, excuse me, sir, are you white and are you a straight white male? I say, yes, I am. And then they just give me money.
How much?
Sometimes it's anywhere from $10 to $1,000.
$10 to $1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, so they start high and work their way down.
Well, I've received a 10 spot, and I've also received a nice, helpful, donation from the Church of Latter-day Saints and the Southern Baptist Church of what are they called? I don't know the racist one.
I don't know either. I'm not familiar. But when you ask people for their money,
I don't ask them; they just give it to me.
Oh, they just give it to you.
I'm not no bum. I'm not a panhandler.
You're
I'm
not
not a hobo.
You're
I'm
right.
not a Mexican. I'm a
prime example.
I'm a high value, high class white male.
I am one of God's perfect creations.
I am one of God's chosen, and you will respect me as such.
Isn't it funny that if you really think about it, Nick, on the grand scheme of things, you and I are technically related because we're sons of Adam.
Yeah, through a long and winding, confusing road of incest, we are some way related in the 0.00000000th percentile, but it's in there somewhere.
Somewhere, it's in the DNA. I got royalty in my DNA.
I got incest in my DNA.
Oh God! Well, it was something.
No,
I think it was Childish Gambino. It was either him or Kendrick Lamar. It was one of those two.
It was one of them.
Yeah, one of the good rappers.
Or one of the good ones.
Two of the good rappers.
Yeah, when it comes to rappers, they're one of the good ones. But anyways, Mega Man, very fun game series. Very hard as shit.
Oh yeah,
as you saw earlier.
I know. You took it hard, and then you gave it hard back too.
Playing the game just on original hardware without the rewind and save state function. I'm not sure how game over works. I don't know if it probably doesn't reset your whole game, and even if it does, ideally you have enough like skill to at least get through one level because then you get the password, right?
Yeah.
And then you can completely fuck them. Okay, I'm just gonna put the password in. I'll start from normal, but with that power, and then you can hopefully get to the next one, and then you'd work it through the password system. That's how that would be your save state, I guess, basically, is the passwords.
Yeah, so you would just have to write them down.
Exactly. So there is a way, I guess, to do it more legit and still not be bogged down by constant game overs, unless you're shit like me and just overall shit. But the thing about that also is that your energy tanks wouldn't save as well. Those passwords would just save your boss progress.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you find an energy tank in a level, you might not fucking have it when you respawn, or when you put in your code, or you might. I don't know. I don't know if the code changes depending on what shit you have in your inventory. It may or may not.
So the same items will never respawn in the same spot.
They will, though. I think they'll always spawn in the same spot. But like if you complete the first the top of the 3 left ones, if you complete all of them and you get like 3 energy tanks in each stage, and you quit and you enter in using the passcode you got after beating those 3, you would still have the progress of beating those 3 bosses, but you wouldn't have the energy tanks or any, those ones that optional shit that you got. You would just start with your basic 2 lives, full health, and those 3 bosses' powers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the full heal to use.
But would you have a reset of lives that you had up until that
probably
point?
start with like your regular, like the 2 lives that you start with or whatever. It would basically be just a new. It would start you as a new game, but those 3 are already done. Is what the password does, I imagine.
I hope so.
Yeah. I never got a chance to use them because I'm a dirty cheater, and you know what? I'm enjoying doing it that way. They gave me the option, so I'm doing it because they knew those games were hard.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, especially back then on the platform and the hardware they had. So.
Yep, and
Well, how many Mega Man games are there now? Right. There's a lot. Like mainline, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
10. But 10 was like a super recent one. They had 9, and that was in like early 2000s. Like 10 came out like 4 or 5 years ago. 10 was like a big thing.
Really, 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah. I don't know. You could look it up whenever Mega Man 10
true.
came out. Yeah.
Well, who's the cool looking Mega Man one with the long yellow hair?
Zero.
Yeah.
You with the sword? Yeah, there's Zero, and then there's Proto Man, and then and then if you get into the spin-off and other shit, there's Axel. Not Mega Man X, Mega Man 10.
Mega Man 10.
Yeah, because Mega Man X is different. Because then you get into X, then you get into X1, X2. Because Mega Man X, because X is different from Mega Man. They're 2 different beings, X and Mega Man.
Oh, because X is the
is the taller one, the one that's more actiony. But it's still Mega Man based, but it's more actiony based as opposed to the regular Mega Man.
So Mega Man 10
yeah,
came out in March 1st, 2010.
What? No way.
That's what it says.
Maybe it's 11 I'm thinking of. Maybe they did 11 recently. I don't know. Look up 11 then. Because there was one that was pretty recent. There was like a long time between the main
this is a little more recent. This is 2018.
That's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah, there was a long time between 10 and 11. That's what it was. Yeah.
Are you going to play 11? Because
I don't know. I might buy the second
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, the second Legacy collection if it's on sale at some point, and then the X collection because the Mega Man X, those are the real good ones. Those are fucking solid games.
They're probably on the Switch, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah,
so.
Probably, and also on the PlayStation. Like I probably buy them on there.
Ooh,
probably anything really. Steam, it's anywhere.
How many X games are there now of Mega Man X?
Fuck, I have no idea.
Too many, probably.
Or there's also different spin-offs and shit of them, but I think there's like 6, 7, 8, who knows? And there's also the it's fucking what's it called? The one that's like it's like computerized and shit. There's like 3 or 4 of those. That's like
computerized.
It's like you go into like code and it's like it's not like in the real world. It's like you're doing it like through computers. I know you're doing like inputting code, but it's like a side scrolling. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Weird game, but fun apparently.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Mega Man, great game series.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish the 6, and then hopefully at some point we could do the next ones.
Maybe we possibly could, unless I do them all on my own time.
Oh yes, unless you do them all.
Which I very well might, because I did the first 1 through 5. I was just on a goddamn roll for like I said, the past 4 to 5 days, rolling through them. Like when I send you that picture, I'm halfway done through 3, and then 2 hours later, halfway done with 4. And then
you're going for it. You're just going for it
because they're not long. They're not meant to be long games because they don't have the traditional save system. They just have the passwords.
Oh,
so they couldn't have too much shit in them. But they do got some good content in them.
What else have we been playing lately, Nick?
What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've actually been playing some stuff. I've been I got back into Skyrim for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's
the
your
PS5 version.
Ooh.
PS5 version. Here's the thing. I always like playing a battle mage when I do Skyrim.
It's great.
I got the 2-handed weapon, and then my magic. My destruction is at 52.
That's not bad. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Not a bad build up. I'm level like 13, so I'm doing pretty. I'm not doing too bad.
What's your conjuration looking like though?
34.
All right. See,
I don't do conjuration too much. I have a few spells where I could raise the dead, zombies, and conjure a familiar, and a flame atronach.
Yeah. See, conjuration is cool. Whenever I do battle mage, I do conjuration because with conjuration you can get summon swords, summon bow, summon battle axe, and that'll upgrade your conjuration and your 1-handed, 2-handed archery while you're using them. So you don't even need weapons. You can just use your summon fucking sword. Then there's an ability, I think, on the conjuration tree that makes it do more damage. And it puts soul tap on it already. So your conjuration weapons will automatically trap souls of shit they kill if you get that perk.
Oh,
yeah. And then
that's cool.
I think it'll stack with your 1-handed because it's still 1-handed if you're using whatever. And also the conjuration weapons look like Daedric weapons. So your conjure sword's like a Daedric sword. Your conjure battle axe like a Daedric battle axe. It's like purple and like shimmering and shit.
Oh, I might try that.
Yeah, check it. Yeah. Get those. Get that conjure. At least conjure sword, because that's just.
I think I have that spell already.
It's so good because it's just bring a sword. Fuck it, and because like I said, it's 2 for the price of 1 conjuration and 1-handed.
Yeah,
it just quickly, even quicker, make your shit go. Can you get mods? What are you playing it on?
PS5.
Oh, so you definitely get mods.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do the mods this time because I have to make an account for Bethesda, and I don't want to go through the process of restarting my password or like making a new email.
I mean, that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I just want to play the game. True. I'm like,
but some of those mods help. Like a lot of the mods.
Oh yeah, my Xbox version of Skyrim, that's modded the fuck out on there.
Because a lot of ones that I think are not necessary but highly useful are ones that fuck with the XP system that make it so like certain shit levels up faster, so it's not like super fucking a long time to get it where you want it to be. You know, I think that, like magic, like it makes sense. Like the more you use magic, the better your comprehension. It makes it just faster to upgrade it. You know,
bro, I see. That
so
makes
there's
sense.
not as much grinding behind it, like especially smithing, like because everyone wants to get their smithing to upgrade. Because when you fight dragons, you're gonna get dragon bones and scales, but if you're playing vanilla, you're not gonna be able to smith dragon bone and dragon scale armor for fucking hours and hours because it's going to take a million years to get your smithing to 100.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I love the mods, because it just makes that easy. And you can get mods that just make it crazy, just it's super crazy, or there's specific ones that are refined, so it makes it more realistic in a sense and gives it like, you know, these ones give this much more, these ones give this much more. Like some give like twice as much experience, some give like 1.25, and it just makes it better scaled and not as annoying.
Yeah, I really had a lot of fun when it comes to modding the Elder Scroll games when I played Oblivion on my laptop.
Oh yeah,
because in there you just like do like tab, command, shift.
Oh yeah, you just do the the command,
and then you just type in whatever, and then bam, because it's so cool. Just
I think you showed me that you had like an infinite like stamina, like infinite health, infinite magic.
Because this was like 7-8 years ago. I was just having fun with it. Like I can run forever, and then just running like your athleticism is increasing.
it's a fucking that car anime where it's like what is it?
Oh, fucking
it's the drifting.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but fuck, I know this one, Dad. I know this one. Don't give up on me. I know this one. It's
Anyways, I had to do it with Fallout New Vegas when I was playing through that. I fucked up. It was that one guy, the guy in Novak, the guy who got like the second place in the lottery, and he's like, they fucked me up and you give him jet or whatever, and he gives you the quest to rescue the guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I fucked up something in there, so I couldn't do it because I was trying to do Boone's quest, and you get points from that. So I had to tab, reset him, and like undo the quest from like my in-game log, and it was like make this guy spawn with the quest, and I was able to do it that way. So.
Oh Jesus!
But it wasn't bad because all the quests, they have a specific ID, so it's super easy to do. You just do tab like quest ID reset 0, and then it's done. It's like one, and you can look it up because people have done it fucking forever. And they, there's mods. People know how this game like code works, and you can just find it pretty easily. And it worked, and that's one of the benefits of playing on PC. Not only is modding easier, but you can also do cool shit like that if you know how.
Yeah, if you know how, if you're real tech savvy.
Yeah, because sometimes it's easy like that where you just do press tab and it just opens up the command menu. But sometimes you got to go into the program folder itself and just do all this fucking crazy shit, like importing the fucking other shit you downloaded into a fucking the game driver folder, and it does a thing.
Yeah, but I would do that if it was a game that I really wanted to play and mod it out.
I did that with Dark Souls 3 for Cinders, but that's really easy.
Yeah, you said it wasn't that hard.
It's a little scary at first because it's like, oh, I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to completely fuck up this game. But you just go into Steam, go to properties, and it just opens it up. You go to the game, and it's like a one file in that, and you just drop the fucking Cinders in there, and then it just kind of does it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not too complicated, but it's, for me at least, it was real nerve-wracking.
Nice drop. That's all it took.
And I've never played it since. I played it for like 2 hours.
We should replay it. We should stream that. That would be interesting.
Fucking, I'd have to download the new version because that was over around a year ago at least 8 months to over a year ago.
Yeah, there's definitely a new. Unless you just keep the same version as it is.
I could. That's also an option.
It's an option.
That is also an option. But I'd probably want the,
Yeah, I know.
But there's so much shit in that Cinders version. In Fire, fucking where Gundyr is, where you fight him after you beat him, that just becomes like a secondary hub. There's like so many people that's like, oh, it changes the way you look, put a glamour on your weapons, add an effect to you, do this, do a boss rush thing, do this type of thing. There's just a lot of shit because they ran out of places in Firelink, I guess. So
Oh,
just put them there.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's very, very cool.
And it's not that far from Firelink. It's just up the mountain.
No, yeah. And there's a bonfire right there.
Oh, yeah. You warp to it.
Yeah. And it adds cool classes and ways of upgrading your shit. Like not just regular Titanite. Like if you can start off with a hex build and you start with some hexes, and the more you use it, enemies will drop the upgrade material for it. So then you use that to upgrade your shit, you know.
Yeah, because it's kind of annoying sometimes trying to get the specific things you need for an upgrade. If it's only in one area, but you have to like play through half the game to get there. You're like, well, there it is.
Yeah, it's very, very fun time. Mods are very fun in games. But you haven't been playing that Shadow of the Erdtree that dropped recently.
I haven't been playing it.
No. Did you buy it at all or not yet?
No. Like I said, what I want to do, because I haven't played Elden Ring in a while, and I don't really have the feeling or the urge to play the DLC.
Yeah.
But when I do get that urge to play a Dark Souls game again, I'm going to re-download Elden Ring, start over new.
Yep.
And then when I get to a point where I feel pretty good with my character, then I'll buy the DLC. And what I could do, because you can get to the DLC if you beat a certain boss right away.
Yeah.
But then it's hard as shit, obviously, because there's a lot of bosses, and all the enemies in here, even the basic enemies around in the areas, can instantly almost kill you with either status effects or they're just raw physical strength. So I want to be prepared for that. So I was thinking originally I would get through the game, and then before I fight the final boss, then I'd go do it, because I already be beefed out.
It sounds like a good plan.
Which would be a good plan. Or what I could do is play to a good amount and then get to that point, do the DLC and get all the cool shit and then come back. But I don't want to be bouncing between things back and forth. So I think the smart thing would be to do wait till I get to the final boss, then do the DLC, because I'll be beefed up by then and I'll be semi-ready, and it'll still be the first run of the game and not in a New Game Plus.
And do you want me to spoil a little something for you about in terms of difficulty?
Well, wasn't it nerfed recently?
No, I don't know, maybe, but that's...
I think there was a post about it, something.
There's something else that's interesting about the DLC. It's different from other types of FromSoft DLCs.
It's like a whole new game, isn't it?
Yeah, they said it was going to be like, the size of like Liurnia, I think is what... I haven't played the game, so I don't know any references. But yeah, they said it's going to be the size of Liurnia. No.
Liurnia? The lake area?
Or I don't know.
Because in Liurnia...
They said it was going to be like the size of like maybe like the biggest area, maybe. I don't know.
Because Liurnia in Elden Ring was an area where you go fight like a giant, the witch lady in her tower.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of big, but it's mostly like kind of like, for at least I could be wrong because my memory, it's foggy at this point. I'm drunk. And so it's just it's just I remember just the tower there and a few other little landmark buildings you get to, some churches so you can get more upgrades for stuff, but for the most part I think the main thing there was just the tower and like the woodlands and like other surrounding wetlands near it, but I could be wrong.
Well, then I think the dev said that the DLC was going to be the size of the biggest area in Elden Ring.
Probably
whatever the largest area is. What's the largest area, do you think?
Oh, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. It's been a while.
But it was that. And then from what the podcast I listened to earlier, it's not. It's like...
Is it like Lime Rock?
It's like the size of the game again. It's like just so much more. Like one of the guys said that he got to an area. It's like the Dark Keep or whatever, and then he said he got a key that unlocks a district within that zone.
Oh my god!
And he said there's like 3 entrances from other zones and 3 exits to other zones, and it's really fucking big.
It's just huge.
It's big. And you said, maybe I'll go get all the cool things in the DLC. Apparently there's a lot of cool things. There's a lot of cool things apparently. So that's a lot.
Yeah, so there's plenty of time to enjoy them, even in the DLC.
Exactly. I think it is meant for... Well, I don't know if it's meant for like an end game type file, but I was gonna say
it should be.
I'll spoil it someone for you. It's a different difficulty scaling system.
Oh.
It's similar to what can I describe it? So it's similar to a Dark Souls undead bone shard system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in Dark Souls 2 you use an undead bone shard, your Estus is stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar to in the Elden Ring DLC, you find like a thing, and when you have it with you, similar to the giant souls in DS2 that make Vendrick weaker, when you have this item in your inventory, it makes you 5% stronger.
Oh.
So you start the DLC and you're just shit, but you find those, and the more of those you have, the more you're ready for the DLC. And I think there's like 20 of them. So I think people refer to themselves like, I'm +5 or I'm +16 or whatever, because they have that many that are... I think it's like a 5% buff per thing you have.
Like to your stats overall?
I think like overall, or just like to somehow to whatever metric to just like make it, some sort of scaling. But yeah, it just makes you 5% better in some sort of way. Probably it's like overall stats or something. I'm not too sure how it works out, but that's what it's intended to be. It's you find so it's like no matter when you go into this DLC, it doesn't matter because you're gonna get fucked until you find these things. And I'm sure those also carry over to the regular game. So when you come back to those,
and
it's like
new game plus. Yeah, you're just killing and shit.
Because then by that point, if math works out, if there's 20 of them and it's like a 5% buff, that means you're 100% stronger. So.
Yeah, basically double.
Yeah, so that's kind of how the DLC works to make it even out. You find these key items that increase your stats.
Well, that's good. I had no idea about that, though.
Yeah, so like you said, I want to go when I'm strong. It's like, yeah, you want to do that because you're gonna die. I heard it described as, yeah, in this DLC, you're either gonna die in 1 hit, 2 hits, or 3 hits. And if you die in 3 hits, that's really good. So no matter what, you're fucked.
Then I'll make a note to pick a class that I could just bump up health right away.
Yeah.
Bump the shit out of my HP throughout the whole game.
This guy, Angry as Pat, said he started over. He made a build with 50 in every stat, which is below the soft cap, so he could use everything he finds. So he's not like, I'm you know. So, but even then, he got to a boss that did 90% of his max health in fire damage. So he's like, yeah, for that one time, I put on the fire resistance relic or whatever they're called. Talismans?
Yeah, the talismans, yeah.
He's like, for the whole regular game, I had on the 4 that I had for the whole time. But for this once, you had to put on the fire resistance one. Like that's probably one of the most basic.
That's the one you get in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, but when you're taking 90% of your health in one fire-based attack, that fire resistance might be pretty good.
I actually saw a ranking list of the 10 bosses in the DLC from the weakest to the strongest.
Also rated Tree Spirit, number 1. Also rated Tree Spirit, number 2. I think there's at least 3. Apparently, there's more also rated Tree Spirits. If you didn't get enough in the regular game, because apparently there's like 20 of those all over the place.
Because you just find that the golden tree on the map and they're just sitting there.
Just hello. Yeah, but yeah.
And you fight them and you get shit.
There's more of those. And there's also a bunch of dragons. I think there's one of every elemental dragon.
Yeah, I heard if you build a communion with your dragon abilities, you can actually shift into a dragon in the DLC with an item that you get that increases the damage of your dragon communion abilities.
It's probably like DS2 or 3 style. You're not going to turn into a dragon, but that kind of
you like morphed into, you like
the DS2, DS3, like the scales, and you turn, yeah.
But the only shitty part is you have to be nothing on you to transform.
Yeah, no, it's the same. Yeah, because you can't have any armor. Because you got to be, yeah.
So maybe that's the way I should go on my new game plus run. Focus on health and do dragon communion stuff.
Maybe it would definitely help with certain things, Cause,
I don't know.
Certain things.
I don't know.
Who knows?
There's plenty of ways you could go in that game.
Oh yeah, and also I heard you also gotta not cheat, but just cheese bosses and shit. Like use fire resistant shit. Use summons, and then there's like new items and abilities that make it so when your summons die, you gain like 5% to like your attack and shit that boosts the power of your summons. So the DLC's like, no, use summons, use your bullshit, because we're gonna throw a lot of bullshit at you.
Good.
So you better, bring your co-op. What is it?
The mimic tiers.
Yeah, bring your mimic tiers. Yeah, bring your ashes, bring your mimic tiers, any of your summons, because there's shit to boost them, boost your power when they're gone, and other types of shit.
Well, that's the best Ash award to get in the base game is the mimic.
It seems, having never played it seems like it, because it's just your build, and you can make a busted, broken, dumbass build with just basically the equivalent of Dragon Tooth and Havel's armor, and just have 2 of you now. It's not as strong as you, but it's like 1.5 of you.
It all helps greatly until you get to the main big game bosses in the main game that are really hard.
Yeah, and the Millennia heals apparently during the middle of the fight. Yeah. But apparently, if you fight her with the shit you get in the DLC, you can just kind of stun lock her, and you can just do dumb shit.
Oh, really?
You can
make her look like a bitch.
So, Caesar, you know how Sekiro works, right?
Yeah.
You deflect, and then you're open. Yeah. Apparently, there's like a talisman or something that makes the game play like that. So if you just block, you don't lose any stamina, you don't lose any health, and the enemy gets staggered, and it does crazy cool shit if you just block. Not parry.
Just blocking?
Not parry, but not holding block. But if you're standing here and then it comes and then you cook like Sekiro, if you block at the right time, it's Sekiro style where you don't lose stamina, don't lose health, they get staggered, and it does shit, So
that's cool.
There's a way that the guy used that to do the Millennia fight and then stagger her and make it so he did more damage than she healed, and also she was staggered and just made it
10 times easier.
Yes. But yeah, that's at some point. But yeah,
at some point.
Just
now I gotta play.
Just to get you excited. Yeah,
now I gotta play it.
Well, there you go. There you go.
No, but I'm playing another game right now that I want to focus on first.
Ooh, and what's that?
Dokapon.
Oh
Kingdom
yeah.
Connect. That's a game that I've been playing that we streamed, and then the awful.
That's what I got steamrolled. That doesn't always happen, but I guess for some reason I was just chosen. I was in all the wrong places at all the wrong times. I was too close to the AI. They happened to land on a space where they could fuck with me, so they chose to. Especially because I had a town. Ridiculous.
Now, if you saw the stream, you saw that we got to a certain point and then we stopped.
Because I was frustrated.
Yes, for good reason. And I bought the game the following day because I wanted to keep playing because it was interesting. And as I told Nick earlier, from this point, yeah, he was fucked. And then immediately afterwards, I was fucked for like, I'm on like week almost 30 now. I was fucked for like 15 weeks in a row.
Sounds like it.
Constantly getting my ass beat. And I had a tack up that was pretty high, but I was I was 4th place, not getting anything.
Did any of your towns get stolen? Did
you
have any
all
towns?
Of them died. The other players were attacking me, and then it was just, especially when you fight enemies in that game, because sometimes your attacks miss because
Yeah, because you got to upgrade your speed.
Yeah, I got to upgrade that speed.
Speed is super important. Speed is like one of the top 3 stats you should be upgrading and have that consistently be upgraded.
Oh, that's
because late game speed is. You need it because things are gonna, like the final boss. You think he's gonna have 25 speed? No, he's gonna have probably like 60 50, or some shit. Yeah. You gotta be fucking. You gotta have items. You gotta find items that randomly like have a 5% drop rate from random enemies. Like that one fucker we played. He got the fucking whatever bracelet from fighting that fucking fish that gave. That was so crazy. That was crazy.
The shitty part about that, because yes, it was a good play for that.
Piece of shit Hammond.
NPC. Hammond. Fucking piece of shit low life. But goddamn, this guy literally for like 7 weeks in a row, him and the other character in their Scarlet were just doing foot sore on me.
Move one. Yeah, fuck you. You don't get to play the game. You don't get to play. Fuck off. But if you can get to the Dokapon Castle or a church, then they can heal it.
Yeah.
But that's if you can get there from fucking 17 spaces away.
Oh my God. It is the worst experience ever. And then every time I try to do some shit to him, guess what?
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, just nope.
Because his speed or his magic was better. And whatever determines it. Yeah.
It's so fucking awful. But it is. I haven't played a game. I haven't played an RPG in this style before. Like I've played strategic RPGs before, like Fire Emblem. When it comes to like moving stuff around, that's reasonable. But I've never played a board game
Mario
style.
Party Monopoly RPG.
Yeah, this is. I'm glad
crazy.
It's a thing, but man, there was a point where I was playing not yesterday because I didn't play yesterday. Wait, what's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did I play yesterday? I think it was yet. Yes, for yesterday. Yes, there was a point yesterday when I was playing that I was very upset at things that were happening. And now, because I've come to the conclusion, like you told me not to do this, but I make a safe point. Because here's the thing that I thought, and this is a really bad way to cheese it out, so maybe don't follow this, but I figured it out because I restarted my game 4 times and did the same scenario. This game is programmed because every time I use the same item, it was always giving me that same number.
Yep, it's kind of
always giving me the same number.
It's a little bit predetermined.
A little bit. But if you use that to your advantage, if you do one turn, you're like, all right, this turn was good. And then you play another turn, and then you get to a third turn, like, oh, this is an awful situation that's happening. You can, go back to the other stages.
Whenever it's your turn, there's an option to save the game.
Yeah, so... And look, I would never usually do that for a game. But this game is so bullshit that you kind of have to,
you kind of have to, or just deal with it,
But no, because dealing with it just kind of makes you madder if it gets worse. Obviously, like you, because I understand that pain.
But that's also the thing. I was kind of waiting for it. It never happened in the stream, but for the Darkling, because if you're getting too fucked, the game will be like, hey man, you're getting fucked, aren't you?
You want some?
Yeah,
some
you kind of. These guys are kind of fucking your asshole open, ain't they? You want some revenge, don't you? They're fucking. Don't you want overwhelming power? Don't you want to be able to just fuck them over for 2 whole weeks straight? Well, sign this contract, buddy, and you'll be a Darkling, and then you become Darkling, and that's where you fuck shit up. But then even that relies on rolls because the amount of Darkling points you get.
Yeah, it's so fucking awful.
If you get 5 and 10 and 15 every time, you're never going to get the world domination, which takes over every single town.
I did though.
Yeah,
but the shitty part, here's the thing. I was able to get all the points for it, but like, all right, you got 2 days left. Yeah. You're like, fuck, 2 days.
But then as long as you can do it, it's fine. That's all that matters is that you can get to that point.
Yeah,
or at least you can fuck over one, and because then that's all you want. That's all you're working for.
Yeah, all you need 200. Yeah, nothing else. Yep.
But and then when you get it, it's like, yep. Oh, and now when I get out of this bitch, town.
And that's what I'm doing right now to get my fucking
your total assets, your value.
That's all I'm caring about right now. I could care less.
That's all that matters.
I could care less because the key's like, hey, can you guys give me some like 5 magic keys because I want to redo my bathroom. Fuck you and your bathroom. I don't care about your bathroom. I gotta invest in property, damn it. Because it's literally this whole game is just a property battle on a board game in RPG style.
And it's not enough that you have it, you gotta invest. They can go up to like level like 6 or something, and you can only invest by landing on the property or a bank space. So you gotta be landing on your own properties to invest back in them.
But I think it's better to just land on the bank space though.
Yeah, because you can pick whatever one. But if possible, if it's around and it's a good option, then yeah, it's good to land on your own spaces to invest in them.
It's such a fun game, but we will stream that game again. Probably Monday.
No.
Yeah, and then we'll do a new one.
Yes,
because
fuck Wizard. Magician sucks for a starting class. Sucks ass.
Awful. Always pick the warrior.
Let's not get a thief. Let's not put a thief.
Well,
let's both be warriors and then put a magician NPC because fuck thieves.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but but here's the thing. Because you could go up to 4 players in that game. And what Nick was saying, he's doing one right now where it's him and 2 other NPCs.
Yeah, 3 is a good amount.
I think I want to do, whenever I finish this one, I want to do one with just me and somebody else. I want to do 1-1.
1v1?
1v1. Because it'll play a little long out, but I think, in my mind, I think that'd be the ultimate way to play it when you're doing it by yourself. Because 1, it'll take a while, but 2, if something, you could fuck up that other guy so much, and he could fuck you up so much,
exactly.
It would just be...
If you just like go off on the opposite side, it's like, all right, see you later.
See you later. And
I'm over here, he's over there. We're going to see if we cross paths. Oh boy.
But it's so funny.
That'd be very fun.
It's so funny because like you could be like over here and he's over there like, oh, let me just
cast a footsore.
Cobra strike. I'm poisoned. Oh, fuck. Now I got to go to church to get this healed.
Yep.
God, it's the worst game ever.
Let me cast a curse on you so you're going to die in 10 turns unless you can kill me. Come get me, bitch.
Oh, unless you could go to the church too to get that cured.
Yeah, very true.
But. So yeah, it's the best worst game ever.
That's why it ruins friendships. That game, you thought Monopoly and Mario Party were bad.
No, this is even worse.
You ain't heard of Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh God, awful,
but fun,
but so fantastic.
Such a fun ass time.
And it's cute, like that.
It's very fun, cute style.
Yeah,
a lot of cool shit.
It's easy on the eyes.
It's got a lot of charm, a lot of good parts about it. But if you're getting fucked, ooh, it's a fickle mistress. It's boy.
Spicy.
Some would say unfair, and I would agree.
I think it's a little more than unfair, but
yep.
It's not unfair. It's just like it's
very punishing.
Yeah.
If you're not playing optimally.
No, you really got to be on point with doing every move because one turn, everything could just get fucked up in an instant.
And the shitty part is, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, like, oh, let me play this game. The AI knows what it's doing, and it's going to the weapon shop turn 1 as soon as it gets to Dokapon to get that fucking spear and bronze shield. And if you don't, or you don't got the money, well, good luck.
Well, here's
have fun.
Thing. Every time a new area opens, that's the first thing people go to. It's the item shop.
Because it's got updated equipment. I need that better weaponry. You need it.
Right now, I got
a copper. And if you don't have it, well... good luck.
You know what? On my character, on my profile, I have a copper shield and a trident now.
Nice.
And guess what my attack is?
75.
90.
There you go. Yeah, that's what you want.
And now, right now, I have boost on my character because they just happen sporadically throughout the game.
Yeah.
So my main attack, my defense is low now because a player did some fucking shit to me, but I still got like 55 defense, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So right now, my attack on the stat board like 175.
Yep. The meta of Dokapon is kill them in 1 hit. Kill them so fast, it doesn't matter what they do because they're going to be dead.
Yeah, so magic doesn't matter in this game at all.
Magic? So here's the thing.
You could do a build doing either attacking or magic.
That's why I picked Magician, because I was like, Caesar doesn't know. He's not going to level his magic. Because if you don't level your magic, if you do magic defend, it's not going to defend that well against someone who has high magic.
That's true.
It's like Gen 1 Pokemon, the special stat. It was special defense and special attack.
Yeah.
That's what magic is. For attack, you got attack, and then you have defense and health. I don't think defense matters much. I think health matters more. But for magic, you just got magic, bitch. If you don't have a good enough magic defense spell or a good enough magic stat, my fucking high-level magic will just kill you. And that's what I was going for. But you don't start the game with magic unless you land on a magic space. And the closest magic spot is fucking like 25 goddamn spaces away, and the only good magic dealing fucking move is like 3 goddamn thousand. So unless you're really lucky in like first place, magic isn't viable.
Yeah, what I need to do when I get on again, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Friday for sure, a little bit, but it's not till the weekend. We'll have a lot more time.
Yeah.
But it's just, I gotta upgrade my speed and my magic defense.
Yep.
Just a little bit more.
So are you at your max job level?
Yeah.
Class? So you should switch classes because being in a job gives you stats for that job. And when you've maxed out a job, you permanently get those stats. So since you've maxed out warrior, even when you become if you become a magician, when you level up, you're still going to get points in strength because you've maxed out warrior. So you're going to gain those points. So if you become a magician now, you'll gain strength and defense and health and magic. And I think speed, because I'm pretty sure the magician gains speed and magic when it levels up.
Yes, and I should, and I could, and I probably will do that. But I really like my build right now because I have a weapon that's like, if you're the warrior class, do 50%
yes,
more.
Yes, that's true. But there's also ones that do more damage if you're cleric base, or do more damage if you're magic base, and also it's like 30%. So it's good, but doesn't matter too much. Plus, with your stats the way they are, it does with your 90 attack. It's very incremental.
Yeah, so I probably should switch my class.
Yes, because it's more passive points on level up. Because by not switching classes, you're basically wasting points. Because you're not getting more than what you could be.
Oh, okay.
Because as a warrior, you're only getting attack and defense and health. But if you since your warrior's max, if you switch magician, you'll get attack and defense and magic and speed and health.
What about cleric?
Cleric is you'll get, so those was like a mix of multiple. So I think cleric is like kind of a mix of warrior and magic. And I think if you max out the magician class, you'll get a spell sword class. And if you max out the thief, you'll get something.
Spell sword, that's cool.
Yeah, spell sword is, I'm pretty sure, is maxed out warrior and maxed out thief, or maxed out a magician and more.
I gotta do that then. I gotta max out magician next.
Yeah.
Spell sword, that's cool. It's like a warfarer.
Exactly. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And then there's also hidden classes you can only get by finding secret items in different dungeons. Like you can become like a robo warrior, like a robot fucking with a robot cyber sword. But you can only get it if you find an item called lost technology on like the 3rd floor of an underwater dungeon.
Oh fuck!
And you
I haven't gone in a lot of the dungeons. The only one I did was the cave in the beginning that I did. But
I don't think you like ever really have to go in a dungeon either.
No,
except there's like maybe like 1 or 2 story based events later on that has shit in a dungeons, but for the most part, you don't really have to.
I think legit, you could just do whatever you wanted to do in this game. Because there's just a lot of different paths. You could do a whole 4-player thing and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do whatever these guys do. I'm just gonna go do it.
I'm just gonna go fuck around and just become super strong. Have fun doing that. I'm gonna come back later with my charm potions and just fight you assholes and just take what I fuck yours. You can do that. You can be like, fuck the plot. I'm gonna go train I'm gonna go punch a tree for 1,000 episodes of Naruto and then come back with my fucking genjutsu or whatever and just beat your all's asses. Fuck the plot. I'm winning now.
That's what I'm doing. Fuck the story. Fuck the king. Like I said about his keys. Who cares about your bathroom? I'm trying to get this property, damn it.
But whenever I think about that, I'm always like, but what's the AI gonna do? Are they gonna get ahead of me? I have to do the plot because I have to be towns ahead of them. But no, because I'm worried about how fast they're gonna go and how fast they're gonna get ahead while I'm training what they're gonna be doing.
It's a fast-paced game, but there are points where everybody will move like 2 spaces or 3, like occasionally.
That's why you gotta go to item shops and just fucking buy 2 spinners, as many as you can fill. 2 spinners all day, 2 spinners and 4 crystals.
When you become that Darkling, like your character did on my run,
you got like
he
5
was getting like 5 spinners at some point.
Random spinners every turn.
27 spaces.
Hi, dead. Great. And if you land on towns as a Darkling, a monster just rises.
Yeah,
that's another good thing. And as you get XP from the Darkling from summoning monsters to towns. That's how you get XP. So the more monsters you summon, the more XP you'll get when you come out of Darkling.
Yeah. By killing all the monsters. Great, it built up.
But if you can manage, if you have enough stats and you can kill the Darkling, you might be able to take their shit. Because when you kill an enemy, you can take their equipment. So if you can manage to kill a Darkling, then you can maybe take that Darkling sword, and but you got to be able to kill a Darkling, which is
they
have what 999 attack or some crazy.
Yours had 546.
Yeah, ridiculous. Just you're not going to. It's the reason it's like that is because it's given to 4th place to say, hey, fuck you, we're switching it up now.
I'm in control.
I can only take so much, mom, and then that school shooter mode is Darkling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's just a bomb at that point.
Especially if you get those 200 points. But if you don't and you get fucked on those point rolls, it's real shit.
And you're gonna become one again soon because when the time I left off, you heard the voices again, like, "Hey there, buddy."
As soon as that bat appears, you can do it.
Oh,
yeah, you do it either by doing the contract or that dark magic space all the way in the beginning.
Oh, right,
if you land on that with the bat, Darkling. Or you gotta wait for Caliber, whatever the fuck his name is, to give you the contract.
Yeah, the weird magic guy.
Yeah, the Darkman.
But he will give it to you at some point.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
That's great. Have you gotten any bad items? Have you gotten like nitroglycerin or a big bug?
I've gotten Big Bug, but every time I've gotten Big Bug, I've had no items. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. Hammond has Big Bug right now, and that fucker ate like 4 of his things. I'm like, piece of shit. Literally, it's just a battle between me and him, and then Scarlet intervenes sometimes, and then I'm using your character to buy properties. That way they don't get them.
Exactly. Yeah, then you can just kill me. He's like, oh, let me just take this and this and this.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, if you're the Darkling, then maybe, but then that's just the fucked up. Well, yeah, but it'd be kind of cool.
Exactly. Yeah, you basically have 2 characters. Yeah, abuse it as much as you can.
Yeah.
I thought about, because on my game that I have them both on normal, and it's going pretty all right, but I thought about maybe at some point possibly playing with it both on easy and seeing how that goes.
That's what I was thinking of doing on my 1v1 run next, but I'll play with that and see how that feels.
Yeah.
Whenever the time comes. Because who knows how long it's going to take me to get through this fucking thing. It seems like
it's a long game. Especially, with human players, it's longer because you can meander. But with AI, I'm sure they have something in their code that makes them kind of mainline shit. They won't explore, which is one of the things I'm worried about. Because it's a very fun game. But again, I have that inner thing where it's like, fuck, what's the AI going to do? I have to keep up with them the whole time too, Because they just might go, oh, I'm here, I'm going this. Yeah, I'm doing over here. Fuck you. And then...
Yeah, but fuck it. Just do what,
Very true. It's like Megaman. I'm rewinding and save stating. It's about having fun. That's all that matters.
Yes, like this podcast.
And
if you guys had fun, then listen to our music recommendations.
Listen to them, but first I'm also going to talk about, I started playing Metal Gear 1 earlier before you came over. That's a fun game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very, very, very fun. Very, very old. It has save. It has a save option. You can save wherever you want, but it's based off a checkpoint system where no matter where you save, it'll only save as far back / checkpoint, and checkpoints only exist in area entrances and elevator shafts.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too... Well, then that's kind of...
If you go 10 minutes without seeing an elevator shaft, then fucking you die or some shit, well, that's all that done. But when I saved, I was in an elevator, so it's fine. But it's a very fun game. I'm excited to get it's going to be like Metal Gear, or Mega Man now. Once I finish Mega Man 6, I can fully... I'm also going to fully go into Metal Gear now since Mega Man 6 is for streams. But yeah, I'm going to focus on Metal Gear now because I've been wanting to, because those are fucking fantastic games. I'm starting with Metal Gear. I think I'm going to do Metal Gear 2 and then get to Metal Gear Solid and then...
Easy.
On and so forth.
Dunzo.
Hopefully the Volume 2 collection will come out maybe next year, because that's going to be... Oh, no, it's going to be Acid, Pops, and Peace Walker. It's not going to be 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 is literally, Caesar, only on the PS3.
Really?
And if you can emulate a PS3 well enough, which I'm not sure many people can, it's hardware isn't that at this point, but yeah. Or maybe it is, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of those rare games, or 3. No, 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of those rare games that's very only on one console, and it was the PS3.
But now when the bundle collections come out, though.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if 4 is even on there, because it's definitely going to be, like I said, Acid, Pops, Peace Walker, and those are like PSP and type of games, not even real mainline, but those will definitely be on there. But we'll see if 4 is. We're going to hope. That's what everyone's hoping for, is they can get Metal Gear Solid 4 on something other than the goddamn PS3.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Because if they do, then those copies will go up in value even more. Like, yeah, do you want to play that? Or
the original? Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they will.
And I'm sure hardcore collectors, because there's thousands of them, be like, yeah. I got to get that.
Unless Konami is like Nintendo in that they hate money, and they hate people giving them money.
Well, you're probably not wrong about
Possibly.
that.
Possibly. Yeah. We all know. Yeah, Nintendo hates money.
Yeah,
that's why it's okay to pirate.
That's why Twilight Princess hasn't come out yet on the Switch.
That's why it's okay to pirate Nintendo games, because they no matter how badly you want to give them your money, they just won't take it. No matter how badly you want to play regular gold and silver and crystal on your Switch, they won't let you. So if they don't want your money, then if you can't possibly own it, then you can't possibly steal it either. If it can't be owned, it can't be stolen. So if you happen to come by it, well, then now you have it. You didn't buy it, but you didn't steal it either, because you can't steal.
There.
You can't steal what can't be bought.
Yeah. If it's there, it's there.
someone leaves an album out on the side of the street as an advertisement, like a postcard, you can take that and walk away. They left it out there.
That's how the world works.
And maybe you can listen to that album, and maybe you can have a music recommendation for one of your friends. Just like we have one for you.
Yeah. I got a picture of mine right here.
Oh, do it.
My music recommendation for today is Red River by The Symposium.
Ooh.
The Symposium, yes. By The Symposium. This is another indie rock, because I like indie rock stuff. But here's the thing. This one has like mood shifts. It starts off with like a nice guitar line. Then it goes into like this straight indie rock thing. Then it goes into this weird groove, like bridge thing. And then it comes back to tie together at the end. It's got moods to it. That's what I like. I like mood.
I love a nice song that has different mood shifts and different tones throughout, because it's nice to have songs that they have a good bridge or good chorus or just a good melody all the way through. It's like, yeah, it's fine, but if something, it can be dynamic in a Frank Zappa sense and go through different phases of the song and still be cohesive and enjoyable as a whole. That's what makes a real good song.
Yes. And what's your music recommendation?
My music recommendation is a song called "Drive Me Crazy" by Lil Yachty.
Oh. I never heard of any of his music. He's a rapper, right?
Yeah, and the song is called "Drive Me Crazy" because the "me" is capitalized, so it's "Drive Me Crazy." That's how I like to pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's not like, because from what I know of Lil Yachty, which is nothing. I assumed like he was part of like, the same like SoundCloud, Spotify rap, which is like kind of more hardcore rap, whatever. Mm-hmm. But this song is really fucking like nice and lyrical, and like has a really good like a backing track to it, and has another female vocalist on it, because it's like a love-ish type song. It's really fucking really musical, lyrical, spiritual individual, and it's just a real nice tune. Not what I would have expected from Lil Yachty, having known nothing about him, because he does also, anyone with a name of Little something, I just assume, oh, you're like a drill rapper or fucking whatever at this point, But,
yeah.
But no, it's a pretty good track, and apparently, he's a very well known artist in the rap and fucking what's the other fucking thing? Not R&B, but just like fucking hip hop.
Yeah,
in the rap and hip hop sphere, So I assume he's not just a one trick pony. He does have other types of shit, similar to "Drive Me Crazy." Yeah, you're paranoid. I was thinking about that earlier too. If it was even going.
I just got it in my head. I know I clicked record on that.
I know I did, but just got to make sure.
I just had a wave of anxiety. I'm like, wait a minute.
Just got to make sure it was done. Oh boy.
Holy shit.
But everyone, if you're as anxious about us as this recording, then maybe you should subscribe so you can see it every week when it gets uploaded.
Do it.
And maybe your life will be a little bit better for having watched it.
I hope so, because we know ours aren't.
Yeah, I know. We're here in a 90s middle school esque Dare style music video ending sequence to tell you to watch the Vibin Podcast. Yo, it's good for your health and good for your wealth.
Because being healthy is cool,
and it won't make you drool. And if you ain't healthy and watching the Vibin Podcast every single week, along with the other videos we upload 2 times a week on Mondays and Wednesdays, as well as the stream that comes on those Mondays and Wednesdays most of the time, you're a fool. Word to your mother.
Mic drop.